Welcome to the first episode of Deli Live. Alright. Well, today, our drink of the day is Red Chill Prime.
Red Chill Prime. Alright, ready to try?
Alright, let's try and give us
3, 2,
honest
1.
opinions.
Yo, why would you do that? It's not awful. It tastes just like fruit punch. It tastes like fruit punch.
Horrible aftertaste.
It's like a fruit punch that's been spoiled.
Yeah. Why would you spit on the carpet? I don't know.
That's not true. It wasn't me.
Alright. Well, here, let's start out with what each of us did this morning. What did you do this morning, Mythic 9?
Cried because
Cried.
Celtics lost.
Oh, yeah.
Tough game.
And now you're a Magic fan.
Yeah, now I've switched up.
Yeah, Magic. Jalen Brown's not worth $300 million.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, oh snap, what did you do?
I played Fortnite.
Fortnite, that's great.
Did not get a win because it's
wow.
difficult.
And TJ, I heard you had a nice fishing trip.
I went fishing, caught 2 bass. Pretty
Ooh,
good.
wow.
How heavy?
One was 2.5, one was around 2.
Damn, that's massive.
And I heard you got kicked out. What happened there?
I did get kicked out. It was okay. The guy was chill though. He was chill.
Yeah, low key.
Alright.
How'd you get kicked out?
So what happened was, it is a spot where I'm not supposed to be fishing, but I have been many times. It's a really good spot. There's a lot of fish there. So I caught 2. I took a picture of 1 bass right in front of the sign that says no fishing. So yeah, good picture. And then after the second one I caught, there was a lot of calls, and this guy came over. He's like, "You can't be fishing here." He's like, "But since you're wearing a Yankees and a hat, I'll just give you a warning." And we left after that.
Alright, Special C, what about you? What did you do?
Well, this morning, I started out waking up probably about like 9:45, 10 a.m. And then,
Slow sleep.
yeah, slow sleeper. Then played some Warzone. I got mad at Warzone. Then played some Clash. And I got really mad because Clash is so pay to win nowadays.
Yeah, boot camp.
All
Yeah,
those.
boot camp.
Yeah, boot camp. Boot camp. You can't win a boot camp if you don't spend money on the game.
Mythic 9 spent money.
Evo recruits.
Mythic 9, what are you doing? Alright, either way then, I had some nice pancake balls. Holy smokes, were those tasty. Alright, let's get into our first topic of the day, Mythic 9. What do you pick off the wheel?
Do video games cause violence?
Alright, let's spin the wheel.
Who's
You
gonna
have
be?
to argue yes.
Who's gonna
to
be
argue
yes? Who's gonna be yes? Let's see.
no. First name for yes. Tay-Tay Gamer.
Alright, who's next on yes? Let's see.
Wheel spinning.
No snap.
Oh,
So we're arguing no.
Alright, that means Mythic 9 and Special C are arguing no, that video games do not cause violence.
Okay. Well,
Alright, who wants to start off?
I will start.
Okay.
So my first argument is, video games do cause violence, especially games like Warzone or Call of Duty or any first-person shooters. They make kids want to play video games with guns, shoot people, and this could actually translate to real life. So this is bad.
Yeah,
Very
imagine
bad.
raging after your loss in ranked, or if they have that in the game, I haven't played. And you just need to punch something, and you don't have a punching bag.
Wrong.
Alright, Mythic 9, what do you think?
don't you guys play video games?
I
with guns?
do.
Yes, that could go into anything.
Yes, and I felt very bad, but I have a punching bag that I spent a few minutes
If
on.
I was playing Clash and I placed my Evo Lumberjack down and I would just go and grab the axe and just start killing people. No, that's not good. That's not.
How are you gonna react if you lose in a ranked game when you're 1% away from the highest rank?
Well, you shouldn't be able to play a game if you can't control your reaction.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
That's a good point.
Alright, well,
Yeah, and also if you're feeling violent in the first place, maybe video games is a good spot where you can get that violence out instead of putting it out on other people and then shooting people, Swiss cheesing them. We don't want that.
You don't want
no
that.
we don't
Swiss
want that.
cheesing, no sliming out.
Yeah, you're not gonna slime, boy.
I don't play games. I only watch Cobra Kai.
Oh,
yeah.
Cobra Kai,
Alright, buddy.
Nah, the new season.
You know what
was
that's all
terrible,
about? Taking your anger out on kids.
That is not
Whoa,
a good
tell us about
influence.
that.
Do not watch the show.
What?
Whoa!
What?
Throwing
That's a
shade.
step too far.
Throwing
That's a
shade
step
on
too
Mythic
far.
9's
That's a
favorite
step too
show.
far.
Well, what's your rebuttal? How do they actually cause people to do violence?
I say maybe not most games, but especially if you're playing with someone like they're both at the same house or something and you're playing multiplayer, it is easy to go and just turn to them and take your anger out on them, whether it be vocal or physical.
Yes, but I don't think that's gun related. I don't think that's
Yeah, that
video game
didn't
related.
say
That could be
gun
any,
violence. It just said violence.
That could be any aspect of
That could
violence.
be tickling you.
Yes, but any aspect of life could get you.
I know you
violent
tickle
like
a friend every day.
that. Okay.
Well, I don't really think it causes violence.
All right,
It's
that
kinda
was a hard
stupid.
argument.
Okay.
What's our next argument?
Let's see.
I'm pouring myself some lemon lime Gatorade.
Are influencers good role models? Okay, we all know our side on this one. I guess we have to spin the
Our
wheel.
influencers.
No, please don't be yes. Yes.
Mythic time. Argues yes.
All right,
And one more.
don't remove it this time.
Spin, spin, spin.
Yes, Gatorade is much better than Red Chill.
Special C. Knuckles.
No,
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
you gotta argue yes. They are
influencers
good
are the
influencers.
best role models. Have you guys been listening to Forrest Frank?
Oh,
yeah.
Forrest Frank.
He's
Ready?
terrible.
Whoa!
Whoa. Watch it, boy.
Forrest Frank is so good for the community. He's having people all over the world.
Preach.
Even in small, poor villages.
Yeah.
Forrest Frank is preaching and helping them.
And he goes.
So you don't think they go there and force them to dance in his
No,
video?
Forrest Frank would never do
He
that.
puts them
Never.
in force.
But
Why
you
do
don't
call
know
us
that.
force
This is why they're not good influencers.
Maybe instead of yelling at me, make your own argument.
Oh.
All right,
wow.
all right. Let's see, Mateo. I mean, Tate Gunnar. When you watch an influencer,
All his
there's
songs
so many
are the
things.
same.
That's
not
just
good.
Forrest Frank. We're not talking about just Forrest Frank. We're talking
Yeah,
about all
all
influencers as a
influencers.
whole.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what goes on behind the scenes. They could easily.
Some influencers are a lot different than others, so I don't think they're a good role model.
They could make you spend all your money on what? Some Pokemon packs?
Yeah, Pokemon packs are so good. Anybody
Yeah.
that's influencing us to open Pokemon packs, please
Is a good person.
Yeah. Cardelli, the best Pokemon.
Yeah.
Best Pokemon.
One sub away from 50 subs. One sub away from 50 subs. As of now.
Subs. Yeah.
Alright,
Either way.
But
Yeah.
Forrest Frank is a great human.
yeah.
Forrest Frank's
Follow
pretty good.
Forrest Frank.
Follow Forrest Frank.
Alright, what's our next topic? We need some different, our next topic is the worst advice you've ever heard.
Okay, let's spin it.
Start.
Let's spin it. Let's see.
Well, you can't
We don't
spin it.
spin it. We
Just
don't.
go around.
All right.
Start.
Special C, you mean? Okay. So, worst advice I've ever heard. Let me think. I think the worst advice I've ever heard, if I had to pin it to one topic, was when I was first told to try mashed potatoes. I threw up. I do not like mashed potatoes. To this day, they stink, boy. They're not tasty.
Alright, I got one.
Alright, oh snap, knock it down.
Snap. I'd say trust your gut because it never helps. I always trust my gut. Buy this pack of Pokemon. It never get anything from it. I've gotten nothing.
Oh,
Maybe you just have bad.
I would agree with you.
I think I just have
Playing
bad
blackjack.
gut,
It always ends up
I
poorly.
know.
I always
Your
lose
gut's
all my
like,
money.
no.
Yeah, no.
Do not go in.
Alright.
Go all in. No, don't go all in.
My worst advice is my parents told me to stop investing in Pokemon packs, but that is wrong. Always. buy
Yeah. Alright, Luke.
The worst advice I've ever heard.
Oh, take a shower. That's really bad advice.
Yeah, that's
you
terrible
can never do
advice.
that.
I can never take
Get
a
a
shower.
J. You
Yeah.
can never
And
do that.
Worst
either.
advice, don't take karate lessons.
More bad
Always take
advice.
them.
More bad advice was move to Japan because Japan is so far away, and I don't speak Japanese. This guy walked up to me on the
That's
street
true.
telling me to move to Japan, but like, why would I ever move there?
There is a
Try
lot
to
of
throw shade
femboys
on
in
card-
Japan, though. There is a lot of
Cardelli.
femboys in Japan.
Who's
That's
a-
pretty cool.
What's that?
Well,
What's a father? What's a father? Gotcha.
Oh yeah! Spectacular.
Alright,
All right, next.
What are we gonna
topic.
try next?
Uh,
Alright, so our next topic is what one person, could be from any fantasy, real life, whatever, would you want if you're in a zombie apocalypse? I would choose Thor because we all saw him in Against the Zombies in Infinity War and when he was in Ragnarok.
Those actually
fighting
not zombies.
Surtur. Yeah, but they're pretty much better than zombies.
They're actually aliens, Will. I
Yeah,
think that's
exactly.
wrong.
So
Ah,
zombies are
oh,
lesser
snap.
than. That's not a snap.
Yeah, I was just
Mythic
telling
9.
him. I was telling him.
Anyway, zombies are even easier to fight off than aliens and who knows what, the hell demons from Ragnarok. So that's why I would choose Thor.
Special
He
C, who
took
would
them
you
out.
choose on your team?
Personally, I had to choose one person. I would most like. TT Gooder, you can go. But come back to me in a second. I have to ponder a
No, I have to go last. Mythic 9.
Okay, mine, I chose Mother Nature. Because
wow. She's hot.
Mother Nature, she could just send a meteor crashing down. Whenever I'm strutting through the street, walking all nonchalantly,
Oh, wow.
the meteor would come crashing
thought
down,
about this
and
one,
all
yeah.
the zombies, they would die.
They'd be
And I would
done,
What about you?
I would be straight
It would
chill.
miss you, right?
They would miss me.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you
Yeah.
special say?
You know, honestly, this may seem far-fetched, but I think I would take Jalen Brunson with me.
Oh, really? We saw
His performance in the playoff series against the Celtics was devious. Oh boy, is he so nice with that rock in his hand. I would just
What
like...
is he gonna do against zombies though? Just juke them, break their
Yeah,
ankles?
he would hit him with a nice hezzy tween, and then just like dunk the ball. I don't know. He's too short to dunk.
Wait, did he ever make first team All NBA? That's what I thought. Tatum's better.
Oh, wait.
whoa,
What
whoa.
happened in
What
what happened in game 4 with Tatum? He didn't get injured, right? His right Achilles.
He's not out for
okay.
a whole year, right?
He's not out for a year, right?
Alright.
Continue.
My opinion, I go with the Sentry Void. Like his
Ah,
void.
oh,
Void.
wow.
Yes, no, void because it's strong. You can just instantly send people shadows.
Yes.
He could fly. He could do whatever. I don't know. He's kind of him.
But Thor did beat
But
Sentry.
talking about the Thunderbolts, what were your guys' opinions on that movie? Horrible.
Let's see. Kobe, Special C didn't see it.
Special C didn't actually see the movie.
And we saw all of it.
Yeah, we totally
Not
saw
half
all
of it.
the movie.
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to make a new Avengers, like...
John Walker was
It's a
him.
little...
I thought
Yeah, John Walker's actually
John
the
Walker was
strongest
really good.
of all the super soldier serums. He was fun to watch. I like the Sentry and the
Yeah.
Void. I need more
Bucky
action
was in it,
from
right?
them.
Bucky was in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bucky
the
was
Sentry
in it.
only did like one fighting scene, as we know of. We've only
Yeah,
saw
it would have
half
been better
of
if Hawk was in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Hawk would take the main role.
No, do you need Dimitri and Hawk? You need both the
Yeah,
binary.
the binary brothers.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I thought it was pretty
Dimitri.
good, but I feel like the Void was kind of random. Like he went from normal to like being really good to like the Void. That was a little random.
Yeah,
A
a little suspicious.
suspicious.
Yeah.
All right, we need
All
a
right.
new topic.
New topic.
A new topic.
New topic.
All right, our next topic is if you could rewrite the end of any movie, what would it be?
This is a good one.
How
I
would
got
it
some
end?
strong opinions
All
on
right,
this.
Central C, you wanted to go first?
Special C, you mean?
Special C.
Well, either way, I would rewrite the end of the first Karate Kid. I don't like the way
Really?
Johnny Lawrence lost at the end. I
That's
feel
not
like
a movie.
yes, the Karate Kid is a movie.
Oh,
what are you
talking
What are you
about?
talking? Oh
I was
my
thinking about
god, a
Cobra Kai.
casual.
Oh my God.
Oh snap!
I was
Oh
thinking
boy.
about Cobra Kai. Sorry.
Oh, either way,
I'm still on
Johnny
Cobra Kai.
Lawrence in no world should have lost that fight.
He should have
I
put it in a
know.
body bag.
That was an illegal kick too.
Yes, it was an
How
illegal
did they not
kick as
catch
well. They should have called it. I know they're trying to give Daniel LaRusso the whole like underdog story thing, but Johnny Lawrence is a better fighter, and they should have called that in the last round of the fight. That is completely unacceptable. That is what I would change. I would change Johnny Lawrence, hitting him with the 1-2, some elbow punches, and then that would be game over. And then Johnny would win. And then Cobra Kai would reign supreme.
Weren't elbows also illegal in All Valley?
Probably.
No, they were not. Not at that
Really?
point.
Okay.
They changed the All Valley rule in the early 2000s. That was in the 80s.
Oh, okay. I'll go next.
Alright.
I would change the ending to Toy Story 4.
Really?
I don't even remember that.
This is,
Why?
this is a
Why?
bogus plot line. Why would you ever have our Lord and Savior Woody, the best character in the entire Toy Story
Or a
series,
farmer.
leave and just go away with some girl?
That's,
It's so
I kinda
stupid.
agree
He was
with
just
that.
trying to raise up the ladies.
But Woody should
Yeah.
have stayed with his gang.
Yeah, like he needed them. They needed him.
They needed
The bras over Chaz.
the bras over the chuz. Yeah. Are we serious?
All right.
I would have changed it to make sure that Woody stayed with the gang and maybe pushed Woody Bo Peep off, like maybe
Woody
like
Bo
the top
Peep?
of like one of the carnival things. I would have done that.
Oh snap! TT Dinner. What's your opinion?
I thought the end of the Thundermans, because we recently watched the movie. In my
Thunderbolts.
opinion, my bad.
Thundermans.
My bad.
Yeah,
No,
what are you talking about?
Thunderbolts. In my opinion,
Thundermans.
they should not have had the Void thing, because that, I feel like they kind of like dragged it, because like the Void, they had it for like half the movie. They had to deal with it for half the movie. They kind of did the same thing, go through the rooms for like 20 minutes in the movie. And I feel like that was just
I wanted more
much.
action out
They
of it.
talked to him way too much. There should have been more action.
Yeah.
The Void was like okay, but I feel like there should have been more action instead of like kept talking to him and actually trying to make him feel better.
Alright, I don't have anything, but we're just gonna go to the next topic.
Come on, no snap. What are you?
Come on.
I know.
Boo.
Alright, so our next topic is gonna be, why do soccer coaches, if you've noticed, always wear the tightest pants, bro?
Yeah.
They always got like the
What the hell?
bro.
They're trying to show off the cheeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks. But
I know.
it's like every coach, even in the
Like,
professional.
can I just wear some normal pants? That was a short topic, but
but on to the next one.
I have a good
Wait,
one.
let's
If
see.
you could control one element in the entire world, what would it be? One
element as in like water or like iron?
like water. Like
Alright, water, fire. Probably water.
Yeah,
I guess
what?
choke them out, drown them in midair. I don't even know. I could like
Are we counting
super
time as
speed
an
me.
element?
No.
Boo.
That's an element,
That's
bro.
not an element.
I would pause
mean-
time.
Yeah. Wait, what are you trying to do? at
Yo.
that time?
We might as well talk about what superpower do you want if we're gonna say time is an element.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
Mythic 9, start us out.
Wait,
What
we
is
gotta
your-
know the topic. The topic is, what are the top 5 most overrated things? We're just gonna
Okay.
do your most overrated thing.
My most overrated thing, I would have to say Jalen Brunson.
Wait, not Jalen Brown. We're $300 million.
No, Jalen Brown's like better than Jalen Brunson.
No.
Oh yeah.
Jalen Brown
carries the team.
Maybe.
Jalen Brown has more All Stars than Jalen Brunson. Wait,
More points than last game.
more points than Jalen Brunson. Oh wait, has more statistics than Jalen Brunson. Think about it.
The Celtics, if Jalen Brown was, if you switch Jalen Brown.
Alright, but Luke,
if
you
switch-
switched your whole team.
No, if
just
you switch Jalen
straight
Brown,
up.
and
Doesn't make
Jalen
me hate the
Brunson-
Knicks anyway.
No, if you switch Jalen Brown and Jalen Brunson, the Celtics would have smoked the Knicks without Tatum.
Not true.
Yes,
That would have been terrible. Derek White,
If they have Brunson,
Derek
Jalen
White
Brown would've
on the
smoked
Knicks
Knicks.
instead of Jalen Brunson would be so much better.
No.
So much better.
No,
So
in
much better.
no world is Jalen Brunson versus.
Alright. I think the most overrated thing are Slurpees. I do not like Slurpees.
Terrible.
I do not like Slurpees. They're so bad, bro.
All right,
I just-
wait.
they're just-
All right, more overrated things. Special C here, by the way. It's French fries. French fries are so
No,
overrated.
McDonald's ones are because they took out the salt. There's no more
salt.
salt on the McDonald's ones.
No
Well, there's
French fries
some,
is
but
that
like
good.
not as much as they're used to, bro. They're so much better.
More overrated things. Gym teachers. Our gym teachers are trash.
All right,
My
Tate
next
Gooner.
topic is what is the craziest thing that has ever happened to you?
Ooh, this one's tough.
It has a good one, like ever happened to you.
Oh
I don't
wow.
know, bro.
Mythic 9, you want to start?
No, I'm cool.
All right.
Tate Gooner, why don't you start? You didn't do the last one.
Okay, so when I was younger, around elementary school, I came out of school, I was walking home, some like 7-year-old asked me if I wanted to be in like a movie or some soccer movie. So he walked up to me. We were talking for a little bit. So what happened was some helpful lady around, I'm guessing like 35, 40, she had like a little baby. She's like, she said to the man, I don't think this is not what people do anymore. You don't recruit people from just walking up to some random
It was
kid
just
and
a
talking
random
to him.
man that
yeah,
came
he
up
just
to you?
walked up
Random
to me.
guy.
I was just walking home from school. So I just walked away and that woman kept talking to me. So I walked away, and then the woman kept talking to the child, but I didn't look back, so I just kept walking home, and that's probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Interesting.
Oh snap! You're up next, pal.
I don't have anything on my mind that was the most interesting thing that's happened to me. Is anyone else?
The most interesting
It's
thing
hard.
that's ever happened to me?
Yeah.
All right, before our closing segment,
Let's do our
I
final
would say...
topic. Final topic.
No, let me finish. I would say the most interesting thing that has ever happened to me. Well, so there was something that was on my carpet, and my dog started licking it up. it was really very interesting to me that he
Licking
licked
it
that
up.
specific substance up.
Oh.
So that one I would say is the most interesting thing that's ever
What
happened.
was that?
Pee?
No, it was something different. But it's okay. Okay, closing segment.
We'll just do
All
jokes.
right, for
What
our
do you
closing
say?
segment, we're gonna hit him with some jokes. Tate Gunner, start us off.
Bro, throw him on the spot.
Bro.
Titiger does not have any jokes on his mind.
All right. Let's
Yo,
go.
I got a really good one. What would bears be without bees?
Ears!
Oh my god! All right, is that done?
No.
Not yet.
I have a joke. Knock, knock. Wait. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there? Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow.
Hey, that is the end of Car Deli Live.